All right, I just arrived at the Legion of Honor and oh my gosh, this place is just beautiful, just the outside. Let me turn, so there's plenty of parking on the side. Well, I'll show you when I walk out there, but look at the view. Look at the water. It was so pretty, such a beautiful day here, driving here. Yeah, so there is free parking. The museum is right here, up there. Wow, this is really gorgeous. I forgot what a pretty location this was at, and it looks like there's a golf course down here. Yeah, so I was driving up on 34th Street. I passed Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, which is the street that you take to go to De Young. So De Young is only a 20-minute drive from here. So I printed out Discover and Go passes for both Legion of Honor and De Young Museum. So I plan to do both of those. Whoa, I am so impressed. I'm so happy I decided to come here today. I mean, just look at the water there. Look at the water in the background. San Francisco can be really beautiful on a nice, warm, sunny day. Always bring extra sweaters because it can be cold here. Anyways, I'm just gonna go inside. We have plenty of parking along the street here. The museum is right there. Such a nice, pretty day. Oh my gosh, look at the water there. So yeah, it looks like 4-hour parking, which will be plenty. I'm gonna go up in there. I just wanna show you, you can see the tip of the Golden Gate Bridge just on this path. You know you're in San Francisco. Oh, actually you can see the whole bridge from here. Wow. I'm usually not up in this section, actually. And very, very rarely do I actually cross on the bridge. Coming from the south, if you cross and you get into Marin. Wow. Oh, and look, the barge is passing underneath there. Today's a Wednesday, not too crowded. There was a bit closer parking around this like circle right here, right in front. Oh, so nice. Okay, let's go inside. Let's first look at this little airplane. My father-in-law, pilot. My dad has his pilot's license, or had it, I guess. Probably didn't renew it, but in the past he had it. Okay, let's go to the entrance. Oh, look at the horse. Somebody riding a horse. Here's a sign so you can see Legion of Honor. Actual name of the museum too. And the cross street here is El Camino del Mar. The current exhibit going on right now is Sargent and Spain. The hours. I don't know if my ticket on Discover and Go includes a special exhibit. That might be considered a special exhibit. We'll see when we get inside. So pretty. This beats staying at home and doing laundry and unloading the dishwasher. Yeah, I was thinking, you know, I love to travel so much, but there are things in our own backyard, in a sense, right? Just an hour drive and I can come visit some places like this. Gotta make sure to do that. So really love they have that Discover and Go program. But even if not, I think tickets are $15. It's not that pricey. Is that radio tower? Some of the big high-rises, big buildings there. Always bring a jacket to San Francisco because it's usually windy and cold, but today it's actually really nice weather. Here's a replica statue of Rodin's The Thinker. I actually painted a painting of that once. If you've been to the Louvre in Paris, you'll know this is like a replica of the triangular shape that's there in the courtyard right in front of the Louvre. Wow, so I'm leaving the museum now, and it was an extra $28 if you want to see the special exhibit, which was the Sargent. It was so worth it. At $12.55, I was basically done walking around and seeing the paintings I wanted to see in the museum, and I said, okay, I'm going to pay the $28 and check out the special exhibit because it's traveling and everything else was so wonderful in there. So, you know, support them, and they're bringing over these traveling exhibits. So yes, it is amazing. I didn't even know about this painter. What was really interesting too, he had traveled to Spain 7 times. He was influenced by Spanish artists, but he was born in Italy and he lived in France and England. I mean, very fascinating guy. And not only did he do oil paintings, he was an amazing watercolor painter, and he did portraits and stunning, beautiful pieces of art. I saw in the brochure they said like over like 120, and I said, okay, I'm gonna pay. I'm here. This exhibit is only until May, so I highly recommend it. Now, so the tour is 1 hour. Really was amazing. If you can get the tour, I think that was really neat too. And I'm gonna head over now to De Young. Please, if you're in this area and you like art, you've got to check out the Legion of Honor Museum. Actually, it's only a 10-minute drive between the two museums. So I just parked now. It only took 10 minutes to drive from Legion of Honors to De Young. I'm parked at that free 4-hour parking just along the side on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. So I'm gonna go check out De Young now. So you turn here on, you walk on Hirawa Tea Garden Drive, and you can park anywhere here along the side of the street. There's also the Japanese gardens right there, which is really nice to visit. The botanical gardens just right here across the street. But we're gonna head this way. Where you see the dark brown building is the De Young Museum. And the California Academy of Sciences is just across the way. Looks like it's closed right now. Not the De Young, the Japanese tea garden. Oh wait, no, it's not closed. It's just, that's not the main entrance. There's the California Academy of Sciences. Japanese tea garden. What are the hours? The last entry is at 5:30. Oh, here's the hours. Now it's March, so because they're open till 6, March 1st. It's a Ferris wheel. We were there last week. Now we're going to check out this place, De Young. All right, I'm just leaving the De Young Museum right now. I spent just under, almost exactly 2 hours there. Of course, I have been there before, so I have seen some of the exhibits. Definitely go up in the tower. It's on the 9th floor on the elevator. You get an amazing view. I didn't want to talk and disturb other people when I was up there, so I recorded it, but you won't hear me talking during it, but that was taken from the tower there. Can you kind of see it? Part right there. Ooh, ooh. And don't miss, they have like an area that's got like glass structures. Those are pretty. They have a lot more different types of things, I guess, at the De Young Museum. So I really like the Legion of Honor. If I had to go to just one, probably would be, I would pick the Legion of Honor. It's just more, I don't want to say more traditional of a museum, but more of the things that I'm interested in, like the type of artwork that's there, and there's a lot of sculptures, and it's kind of open and bright and light. The De Young has more like, it has some traditional paintings. I mean, I actually did see a couple from the one that was like a special exhibit in the Legion of Honor, that John Sargent. But they also have here, they have African art. They have from like the Maori art from like New Zealand area. They have, and kind of like, yeah, a lot of, a whole big wing of like African art. And yeah, so it's interesting. There's different variety here. But inside the museum, I find it a bit more dark. Could be also the types of artifacts that they have. Probably like the amount of lighting they have has to do with that. Coming on a Wednesday, there's not a crowd. It's like very easy to walk through. I think so. I did it in 2 hours, but I think if you, maybe 2.5 hours or 3 hours if you really want to carefully read everything. But remember, I was just at the Legion of Honors from, what time did I arrive? From 11 to 2:30. So I was already up on my feet for a long time. So they do have a lot of benches inside. So I did sit down occasionally and take in the art from a relaxed chair. So yeah, I think another reason I'm leaving now is it's almost 4 o'clock. I think if I leave now, I'm not going to hit too much traffic. There might start being traffic heading south, but definitely if I leave around 5, I think traffic can get pretty bad. So yeah, if you're in the area only for one day, I would say yes, do both. I think maybe start at the Legion of Honor. It's very pretty. Like, you can see a great view of the Golden Gate Bridge, the water. Visually, the building is just really beautiful. And I mean, De Young is also beautiful, but if I had to make a suggestion, I would say that. And then if you've got the time, you come to the De Young Museum, definitely go up on the tower. That's part of your entrance ticket. And it's got an amazing view. And just see this one, because yeah, they're only 10 minutes apart. So depending on how many days you have, you could also combine it with a California Academy of Science visit. But I feel like the California Academy of Science visit, you could probably easily spend half a day in that one, if not the full day. There's so many shows you can watch, and yeah, that one's packed with stuff. All right, catch you in the next video.